So someone was asking, why did I leave firefighter and be an EMT to get into construction? And it's a good question. I first got in through honoring my parents. The Bible says, honor your father and your mother so that it may go well with you. So when I was 16, Mom asked, why don't I join the fire department? So I said, why not? And I did. And in high school, I got my EMT, and then I got my firefighter certification, and got to help out in the ambulance. Got to actually skip school one time, flying a helicopter, pretty cool. Because on my way to school, there was a wreck, and then you had a CPR in progress. And so I was very lightweight, very thin, and the flight medic, the trooper, when they landed the helicopter for this bad car accident, they had two people that were unconscious and needing CPR. They need to be medevaced or flown out to the closest shock trauma center. And so he asked me if I weighed like 160 or less, and I was like, yeah, like 120. And so being lightweight can be beneficial, especially when you're flying in helicopters. And so that was cool. Carried on into college, went to Baltimore and got to be a volunteer firefighter there for a season. And lived at the fire department, worked 3 part-time jobs, was a full-time student. Something had to give, trying to do all that and have a social life and everything else that I was doing. And at the time I had a 4-year relationship as well throughout college. And yeah, so the grades weren't always the best. I wasn't the most studious. I wasn't the most interested in studying. But thank God, got the bachelor's. Thank God for parents encouraging me to keep going. It's good to have people that will hold you accountable, encourage you, pray for you, love sacrifices. And so grateful for my parents that definitely encouraged me to study, work hard. They were very diligent in their work ethic. Like the Bible says, the diligent will rule, and the lazy will go to poverty. So, my dad, he worked 2 jobs, worked lots and lots of hours, from his youth. Mom works very hard as well. Just a very hard work ethic, very old school in a good way. So definitely grateful for that. And the Bible says, do everything with all your heart and love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, strength. So so what you do, it does matter, and really just helping people is such a joy. Like, I loved, sometimes I still miss it, but like just running in to help people. I mean, what's the Bible say? It says, be your brother's keeper, to love one another as yourself. And the Bible talks about rescuing those that are being oppressed, and to deliver those that are being led to slaughter. And sometimes that's not always in the physical, obvious, like, oh man, there's a fire, or there's a car wreck, or someone's choking, or someone just had a heart attack, or someone's bleeding out. And so, it's a really, really good question, and I'm grateful for being able to be there for people in their time of need. I don't want to wish that on anybody, and I don't, period. And it's just nice knowing that you're making a positive difference, that your life matters, that you are helping others. And a lot of times you don't always get that thanksgiving or praise or gratitude when you're in 911, whether you're in law enforcement or you're in a ambulance, fire engine, military. But it's nice when you do get some thanksgiving and some gratitude out of that. So yeah, sorry, that was a long tangent, but going back to fire department. So loved it. Got a lot of time on the ambulance. Sometimes we get up at like 2-3 in the morning on school days. I still had to go to school, right? And yeah, I loved it. I love the culture. I love the brotherhood, the camaraderie, working together for, making a difference, and a lot of fun. Sometimes it was hard work. Sometimes it was tiresome at times. Getting up in the middle of the night for EMS or fire calls, and sometimes it was a little challenging or physically exerting when you're carrying all kinds of equipment upstairs and rolling the fire hose and just going back and forth and lifting things up, putting them down. But yeah, it was good. It was a lot of fun. I still technically am a member. Last I checked, I haven't been there in a long time, but it was all free. It was all volunteer. I didn't get paid for any of it. I was a volunteer firefighter and did the same thing people get paid to do. I just did it for free. I enjoyed it. I was a paid EMT. I did do that outside the fire department, outside 911, with some other companies that are like private EMS. However, once I had the degree, I didn't think to go into the fire service just because it didn't really use my degree, and I didn't really need one to do it. And it was around 2008, I want to say. Around that time, there was a little bit of a financial crisis in the economy was kind of tanking in the country. So not me, but just the country was suffering. And so my best friend in college at the age of 21 was making good money, working like 60, 70 hours a week or so in the oil and gas industry. And 21, company truck, company phone, traveling around the country, and he was making six figures. And so when I worked for the state of Maryland as on a grant, still volunteering and whatnot on the side, I was looking for work, and that is a door that opened. Construction in Minnesota. And so I got into construction. It paid really well. Paid off my college debt, paid off a lot of bills, paid off the car, and I've been in other industries, hospitality, and just over time I met some people that did safety, which are basically proactive to prevent people from getting hurt versus reactive, which is, man, this person's already hurt, what do we do? So as you can imagine, instead of, oh man, there's a car wreck or this person's already fallen or gotten hurt, here's an opportunity to help that person not get hurt in the first place. So you're looking at what are the risks, what are the hazards, what are the dangers, what are some things, some behaviors we can change, some culture that we can change, some training mindsets. Sometimes you'll find young workers or people who have never done the work before, inexperienced workers. They don't know the risks, they don't know the work, and so it's, you have an opportunity to extend grace and mercy and compassion, because some people just don't know what they don't know, and if they don't know better, then what do you expect? They may not know, why do I wear all this safety gear, and why do I not walk under suspended load, why do I not walk backwards, like I was telling a young man today, because he was a foot away from falling into a ditch that was 3 feet deep. That's a brand new excavation. So you're trying to help people not get hurt. You're trying to help them not have medical bills or not suffer, not die. Nobody really signs up to work anywhere to get hurt. That's usually not something you want for your loved ones. You don't want them to go to work and not come home. You don't want someone you care about to come back bleeding or wounded or in the hospital. And so, the Bible says, again, be your brother's keeper. Love your neighbor as yourself. Look out for one another. Care for one another. Tend to the flock. And I thank God that His Word says that He is the one who protects. He's the one that provides safety. We don't prepare a lot. However, He's the one that really is keeping things together. And just give Him glory. God bless you. Bye.